What's up, people? Welcome back to Suck My Nasdaq. What's going on? Anybody know what song this is? That's a hint for you. I'm sure everybody watched Kramer yesterday, huh? This one's going out to you, buddy. The Four Horsemen, huh? Four Horsemen. Why don't you have this song going in the background? Don't you know anything? Anyway, the Four Horsemen, huh? So the Four Horsemen that used to be are gone, huh? Cisco and Dell and Microsoft and Intel. Wow. Really? Are those stocks not doing anything lately? Gee. And well, you went out on a limb there, buddy. Where'd you go? Where'd you go with RIM and Amazon and Google and what, Apple? Let me just ask you one thing straight up. Didn't you tell everybody to sell tech stocks about 4 months ago? What happened? Please make a show called I've Changed My Mind. Make a show saying, wait, this is a different show from yesterday. Oh, wait, make a show. Why don't you just have an update show a half hour after you do your show and say, oh, wait a second, I've changed my mind. Sorry. Didn't you tell people to sell Apple 4 days ago? Now you're saying this is a must-own. I don't understand. I'm not going to understand. I know you have to change your mind in this business because things happen every single day that's going to warrant that. But try to stick it out one day. Why not tell people to buy Akamai at 17.5 instead of telling people to get in at 55? How about you be right once with something that I own? Maybe? You think? That Apple? Want to hear a story about Apple? Now, if you're aware, this is the stock. You know why it's going up? People have been asking me why it's been going up. You know why it's going up? Because it's cool. It's awesome. Who doesn't want to own Apple right now? It's the hottest stock on the planet. They have the greatest products. They have one of the hottest, newest products coming out. I don't even know what ITV is, but apparently it's pretty cool. I don't know what it is. I'm not going to get it, but it's cool. You want to own a cool stock? You want to own Google. You want to own Apple. You want to own Amazon. You want to own RIM. You actually putting Amazon in there? This company... Who cares about Amazon anymore? Please. And the stock's up 100%. Now's a good time to get in. Now that it's up 100% in the last, month and a half, that's a good thing to do. Let's just pile in now on a stock that's gone up 40 points. That's fantastic stuff. And RIM? Here's what I want to do. Here's what I did an intern for. I have so many stories about these stocks that I don't even know where to begin. Let's start with RIM. Here's a company that, Uncle Wally I was telling you about. Uncle Wally was a big fan of RIM back in the day because he was a big fan of Sprint Nextel. And this is when it was only Nextel. And he said, there's a company called Research in Motion. And I said, yeah, I know the company. It goes up, it was going up every day when the market was going down back in 2001, 2002, whatever it was. And there I was one day, let's say I had 3,000, 4,000 shares overnight, whatever it was. And the next day, the thing's gapped down 4 or 5 points. Very upset about that. I read an article. It's all about some analyst who said it's a very, very dangerous stock to own because they only really have one product. One product, huh, fella? You know what? I'm going to find out who you are, buddy, that cost me that 20 grand that day because, I bought into it. I didn't have the kind of, foresight in the company. I didn't know enough about it not to just, dump out of it. And I think it was about 6 months later, the stock was at $75. That was a great call. And I know you're out there probably who you told people to dump. You put a sell recommendation. That was the day. That was around that time. People felt really proud of themselves putting on sell recommendations because it's never been done. But after Enron and WorldCom, people got they started growing a set and putting sell recommendations on stocks. So whoever you out there, I'm sure you probably still have a job and you had a good college education, you got an MBA and all that stuff. But could you be more wrong? Could you have been more awful? You told everybody to get out of the stock at $33, and that was pre-split. The stock's only gone up like 500 points without you. You probably bought it back. You probably bought it back a week later because you probably got people out of that stock that day. That's the way it works with you analysts. Anyway, and with Apple, oh baby, here's a great one. This is before iPod. This is when the stock was $8 pre-split. Here I was with the stock at like 18 bucks. And everyone I knew at Viacom, all the people that I knew in graphic art, they were saying, I love the Apple, I love the Apple. They got this new computer coming out. It's more powerful than anything on the street. It's going to be super. So I'm like, good. I tripled up my position. And the stock started acting a little bit better. Started coming back. And then I went to a friend's wedding. And he gave out these things called the iPod as one of their wedding gifts. As, we were in the wedding party. And I'm not a gadget guy. I'm not a PDA guy. I don't like texting. Do you text? Do you text? I don't, and I won't. I'll make the phone call. Texting. Make the phone call. Anyway. Oh, that's anyway right there. Are you counting? 10 anyways, and you get a free prize. You get to come to my house, and I'll give you $1. Anyway, there it is again. You see? It's a habit. I have Tourette's. I was about to say it right there. I had to hold it in. Wait till I start telling you about the Tourette's battle that I had to face for 5 years of my life, battling Tourette's. And it wasn't your normal Tourette's. Oh, I don't even want to get started on that, but Apple. So I'm playing with this thing, this iPod. I'm like, wow, this is really cool. It's really easy to use. It's going to be a great product. So what did I do? I got home for the wedding. I wanted to buy one for my dad. I went to the store, and I'm coming from Sony Walkmans. I'm coming from Sony Discmans. I'm really impressed that they put a radio in the Discman. That was a big thing for me. So I go in to get the iPod and say, all right, so I'm like, you have any iPods? He said, yeah, which one you want? How big? I'm like, I don't know. They're about this big. He's like, no. How big of a hard drive? I'm like, I don't know. I looked on the back of mine. Oh, it's 15 gig. He said, well, it's $400. $400? Are you insane? How much is this thing? Yeah, let me get 4. And that's what I knew. I didn't care how much this thing cost, and I'm still buying them. I bought 4 of them. I bought one for everybody that I knew. I thought I love this thing so much. That's why I bought the stock. This is when I first discovered Leaps. I went out and bought 535 calls in the stock when the thing was in the 20s. And I waited and waited and waited for these iPod earnings to finally hit. And finally, the stock started going up. I had one good day, because every time this company reported earnings, the stock would go down. I couldn't understand it. And the moral of the story is I made $35,000 on my Leaps. And if I would have held them just for another 6 months, I probably would have made $2 million. And if I'd still be in it, think about it this way. I'd have 50,000 shares of Apple at a cost average of $35.35. Free split. Now you want to know why I could get angry at the blink of an eye. Just thinking about that story alone, here's a company that I support their product. I'm telling everybody about it. Their computers were great. Their iPod is awesome. And what am I doing? I'm selling out of the stock. I don't even own a share of it anymore. Gone. Done with it. You think I'm going to buy a stock that I missed 250 points on? Yeah, 4 horsemen. Here's what I got for you, 4 horsemen right here, buddy. Anyway, there it is again. Am I up to 10? Woo, 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 woo. All right, I got to go because the market's gapping down. Kathy? Yeah, that's right. The market looks like it's going to go down. See, I keep saying the market's going to go up because it's called sarcasm. I want it to go down. I'm loaded up on these puts again. Wouldn't you believe it? Go down, please. And you, Capote Rider, I'm out of beer. Whatever your name is. I think you're a girl. I don't know anymore. But she emails me every day convinced that she knows me. You don't know me. I don't trade FNSR, Finisar. I traded it once in my life. It's a piece of garbage. Stop. I love you. Keep sending me emails, but I'm not the guy you think I am. I could be, if you know what I mean. Huh?